So I thought I'd give you a little garden tour here. We've got some flowers coming on. We have lots of different kinds of tomatoes. Check that guy out. Kind of a ribbed tomato. I think that's Castellano. Yeah, that's a Castellano Genovese. They're one of my favorite looking ones. But we have lots of tomatoes coming in, if you can kind of see here. I have onions growing as well. You see that plant's just loaded. So lots of tomatoes. You can always pause the video if you want to stop and look at something. Oops, a little too close, got to the leaf. I was trying to find the tomatoes. So let me turn around over here a little bit. This is our rhubarb bed. We've gotten probably 50, 60 cups so far. This is a sunflower. As you can, actually those are sunflowers. Those probably grow 6 to 12 inches a day. 2 days ago, they were down to about here. So this tomato plant, as you can see, is really loaded. And more are coming. We put up the shade cloth because they drop their flowers in temperatures above 90 degrees. So like all these flowers are in danger of not turning into tomatoes. On these particular tomatoes, that would be very bad because they only flower once and then they're done. So the sun sets over here. So that's the afternoon, evening sun on this side. So if we put shade on that side, they get morning sun and then they get shaded. This is my second round of tomatoes for later in the year. Lots of onions, leeks. Over here, our newest thing to pop up is different kinds of squash. That's just a green zucchini. This is spaghetti squash. Oh good, there's the other ones just starting to pop up. Crenshaw is a type of, another type of zucchini squash. This is the yellow squash, yellow zucchini. This one's called Cuba Butter. Have no idea, but we're gonna try it. Over here's our strawberry and grape bed. Nothing much going on there. Don't really want grapes this year. Over here I have different kinds of peppers. These are my bell peppers. Starting to get a few flowers on them. Again, if it gets too hot, the flowers drop. This is a nasturtium called a salmon nasturtium. Lots more peppers going, and you can see some flowers here. Those white flowers will turn into peppers. I'll come back around, going around the outside. These are called tomatillos. If you've ever seen green salsa, a lot of times it's made out of tomatillos. People think they're related to tomatoes. They're actually related to gooseberries. There's our fish. More onions, tomatoes. That is a type of honeydew. I've got cantaloupe and watermelon and more tomatoes. Then I'll take you inside. These are dried beans. Now, to be honest, I'm not going to get enough dried beans to make a harvest, but I really like the flower. I thought they were pretty. They attracted pollinators to the garden. So hopefully I'll get a bean out of them though. But I'm not sure. First time ever growing that. So if you look, there it is. That'll be a cucumber. These are all cucumbers on this side. You can see all the flowers. Let me zoom out so you can see that better. Lots and lots and lots of flowers. Different kinds of cucumbers. I have 4 or 5 different kinds. So interesting thing about cucumbers is, they have male and oh, darn it. there's a bee. Love to see the bees in the garden. Without the bees, I don't get any food. I was going to see if I could see him pollinating. Anyway, they have male and female flowers, and it's really easy to tell the difference. The male flowers usually come first. And so, for example, that would be a male flower. And I'm looking for a female here. The females actually start off with little bits of fruit already on their base. But you get a lot of big flush of male flowers to begin with. So I may not have a ton. There's an example. So this has been pollinated, but when it comes out as a flower, it comes out with a flower and a little tiny bud that turns into the cucumber. So that's how you can tell the difference. Either it has a little cucumber plant on it and it's female, or it doesn't and it's male. But yeah, these are starting to climb nicely. We just added this wind chime this morning, Hobby Lobby special. And I thought I had one melon starting to grow over here, but I can't remember for sure. And this is getting kind of long, so I think I'm just gonna let it go at this point. But again, same thing, male and female flowers. These are watermelon, you can tell by the leaves. I think that's a different kind of melon. Anyway, there you go.